Hey everybody, this is that German guy Josh Ronquist. It's just about 2:30 in the morning, and due to a lot of developments in my own life and in the local Twin Cities metal scene, I thought that I should just do a little YouTube audio video here that affects the Minnesota local scene, but also I think it affects every single scene where anybody goes to a show. Anyone who plays in a band, anyone who books shows, venues, promoters, managers, musicians, or if you just go to shows, this affects you. And I'm mainly going to be talking about the Twin Cities scene here because that's what I know the best. Because I've been here since 2008 working on my own bands, which hopefully I'll be getting back into the scene, hopefully late 2012, 2013, whatever seems to work. I do know what I'm talking about for the next few minutes, and I'm really hoping that if it doesn't open up your eyes, it'll just at least give you an idea of what the real, true music scene is in metal. You gotta cut the fucking bullshit. If you're a part of a local scene, not a national scene, not an international scene, not a geographical scene, if you're just part of a local city scene, you haven't made it. You might have a good fan base, you might have killer songs, you might have all that stuff going for you, and who knows, in the future you might be able to get to a bigger geographical scene rather than just your local scene. But until that day, you haven't made it. So don't try to be better than anybody else. Don't have that ego because you haven't earned it yet. And even when you get to that point where you think you've earned it, you haven't. Nobody has. Not even Yngwie, not Metallica, not Sabbath, none of that. The reason I say that is because no one deserves to be an asshole playing music. It's not meant to be about, look at what I can do, I can write this song better than you, I can play better than you, I can get more fans, all that stupid shit. It's not what music is about. Music is about freedom of expression. It's about putting riffs, melodies, harmonies, or even in metal, just straight up brutality together and trying to write songs that people want to listen to, whether they just want to headbang and mosh and stage dive and all that cool stuff, or they're people like me who go to the shows and want to hear some good music. Bands that I support locally, nationally, internationally, worldwide, I don't just support them because they write good music, I support them because they're also good people as well. And it doesn't take that much to have me on your good side. Really, it doesn't, because honestly, it doesn't matter what style of music it is. It can be pop, it can be rap, it can be satanic death metal, it doesn't matter. If you write good music and you're a good person, I will like your shit. Simple as that. And I will play on my show if you're a good person, if you care about the music that you're actually playing, if it actually comes from the heart, you actually love what you're doing. Specifically in the Twin Cities metal scene, this might piss people off. I might be awakening people who feel the same way I do. But the Twin Cities metal scene is going down the fucking shitter right now, and has been for the last couple months, and I fucking hate that. I fucking hate it so fucking much because there's so many great bands out there. I'm not gonna name drop anybody. You know who you are. If you know me, you know who I'm talking about. There are great bands out there that are busting their fucking asses out there, and the whole scene's being torn apart by fucking drama. Doesn't need to fucking happen. And again, I can name drop the people who are causing this fucking bullshit, but there's no point in doing that since every scene around the fucking world has these people as well. There's the one guy, or the couple of guys, or the band, or the promoter, or whatever, that thinks they're better than everybody else, so they're just gonna pick and choose who they feel is the best, or just focus on themselves and just fuck everything else up for the rest. And that's not the way music works. Until you can get to like the Metallica, or Black Sabbath, or whatever for metal, you need all the friends that you can possibly get in the scene. Metal makes you the least amount of money in all of music, and the only way nowadays that you can get money off music is from merchandise and playing live shows, and even that's becoming harder and harder. And especially in the Twin Cities metal scene, and I can speak for this, for many shows that I went to who wasn't on a list, I was the only one who paid a fucking ticket to get in. I know where I'm coming from on this. People don't want to support the local scene when there's a bunch of fucking drama going on. They feel if they go to see Band A, Band B is gonna fucking hate them, and they're friends with Band C who wants something to do with any of them. And it's stupid fucking bullshit like that is just ruining everything for everybody. It doesn't matter if you have a radio show like I do, it doesn't matter if you book the bands, it doesn't matter if you are the band. You have to be good to everybody because we all need each other. If we don't have bands that support the other bands in the scene, there will be no scene, and you will not make it anywhere, and possibly not even be able to get shows on a fucking Tuesday night when 6 people show up. And yes, you might have the talent. You might be able to have like some of the best songs that anybody has ever written. You could come up with a brand new genre that doesn't suck and that people can't copy and just be the next driving force in metal. But if you can't be there for the other bands that are trying to do the same thing, you're not gonna make it anywhere. It's not the same scene as it was in the 70s where you just had to have the talent and the labels pick you up. That's not how it works anymore. You either have to be the catchiest fucking band around or you have to be the best band around. And not necessarily in the scene that you're in. I'm talking internationally. You either have to have what the labels are looking for at that time or you have to be able to create something new. If you can't do one of those, you will never leave your scene. And that's not always a bad thing. There are many great bands, especially in the Twin Cities, because I know them quite well, that put on some of the best damn shows that I've ever seen, that beat the shit out of international bands that I've seen, which again, I won't name drop, but unless people check them out, people will never fucking know. And also the mentality that if you think you are the best, it won't fucking work. You need to have bands that you can tour with. You need to be good with the national bands that you're opening for. You have to be good with the promoters. You have to be good with everybody in the scene. You don't want to be blacklisted just because you think you're better than everybody else and you're a fucking asshole. We're all in this together. It doesn't matter if you're playing pop metal, it doesn't matter if you're playing satanic black metal, it doesn't matter if you're playing gent, it doesn't fucking matter. Music is music and we play metal. We love metal. That's why we're making music in the style of metal, because we love it, we love listening to it, we grew up with it, and we wanna fucking be the best fucking scene around. And again, that works for any scene, whether you're from Dallas, Tallahassee, Norway, Singapore, it doesn't fucking matter. You have to be good to each other. And going into the topic of not even just the bands, but everyone else around as well. If you're a bar owner, you have to treat every single band with fucking respect if they treat you with respect back. Because if you can't get bands to play at your venue, you're gonna dry up and die. If you're a promoter or a booker, if you can't get bands to want to play shows for you, you're fucked. If you have a radio show, and I'm hoping the person that I'm especially addressing this to is listening to this, if you have a radio show and all you do is burn your fucking bridges because someone might not agree with the way that you think. Just because someone doesn't agree with you on something doesn't mean they're trying to fuck you over. It doesn't mean that they're trying to fucking destroy you. If you can't get bands to want to be on your radio show, you're gonna crumple up and die as well. And that goes back to my radio show too. I give anyone, anytime, the time to play, and that goes back to my radio show as well. I will give any band a chance. Every band out there that I've ever talked to, that I listen to, anything, whether I like the music or not, I already put in the positive, unless they are known for being assholes to me personally, because in metal, we have to support each other. Yes, I'm playing a lot of popular bands on my show, but I'm also playing the local bands, and once I have the means to be able to get out to more local shows as well, I'm gonna go out there and give the best damn interviews that I can, showcase their music, and get the Minnesota scene back to where it should be. Years ago, we were voted number 2 in the best music scene in the United States, and if they did that poll now, we would be nowhere near the top 20 because of all the inner working, all the inner bullshit, all the inner drama that's going on right now, and it needs to fucking stop. So, after this entire rant, I just want to say this again. Be a good person. Whether you're a booker, venue owner, manager, radio show host, band, it doesn't fucking matter. Be a good person, write music that actually means something to you, and bring metal to the masses. That's what we're all in this for. It doesn't matter what style of music that you play, as long as you play what you actually want to, or if you're a venue or a booking agent or whatever, you're supporting the bands that you care about, the ones that are playing the music from their hearts. People will come out to play shows. Your scene will thrive again, and most of all, you'll just be fucking metal. I apologize for the quality of this, as I am about half awake right now, but this whole rant is just coming from the Twin Cities metal scene. If you know what's going on, hopefully you're backing me up on this. We need to get shit back together. And if you're not from the Minnesota scene and you're wondering what the fuck I'm talking about, just pay attention to your local scene, because I'm sure the same bullshit is going on. It's metal. We're all in this together. We have to help each other out or it's all gonna die. This is That German Guy. See you next time.